All right, here inside the Pacquiao Bradley press conference room with new WBO champion Jessie Vargas. First of all, Jessie, congratulations on your victory over Sadam Ali. Let's talk about that real quick. I just told you off camera, it's the best I've seen you look. You know, as far as your opinion in your last half dozen, 10 fights or so, is that your best performance in your opinion?
The last 10 fights, I'd say so. Yes, it was definitely my best performance to this day. And now we're looking forward to showing you a better Jessie Vargas with each fight that comes. You know, now I have a great team behind me. I have Dewey Cooper, David Hayes. These are my boys, man. I've been knowing them since I was 8 years old. They know me so good, man, that they can, man, we could pull out a card and say, you know what, we're going to mess around and pull out this style. You know, we're going to outbox them. We're going to fight with them. We're going to brawl with them. You know, he knows I could come back to my corner after every round, and I know that Dewey could send me out to do whatever we know we can do. You know what I mean? And that's really great. You know, we have good chemistry. He's a student of the game, man. What I mean by that is that he actually studies the sport. You know, all right, this is why we're going to turn the right hand this way. This is why we're going to try this move. This is why we're going to move around in this matter here. And he explains everything to me. We have good communications. He's a great trainer. And we started off as Fight of the Year so far. I hope that we continue to look good, and they're already talking about being Trainer of the Year. You know, he's my boy, so I want him to accomplish that.
He's an intense guy. You've had great trainers in the past, but just as far as it's a whole different kind of level with him as far as the intensity aspect goes, huh?
Definitely, man.
Seems like he's ready to get in there himself, you know?
That's the way Dewey is, though, man. If he's with you 100%, you know, and there's no doubt in him, you know what I mean? It's just, he's a good guy, man. He brings out the best in fighters. Right now, he's undefeated with all of his guys that are fighting within this entire year and the last year, I believe, as well. So he's on a winning streak, and it's because he's determined to be involved with a fighter, and a fighter's win is his win. You know what I mean? I'm very thankful to have someone like that. You know, that's behind me and training me.
Fairly or not, one of the criticisms you've received is that you've changed trainers a lot over the last couple of years. For whatever reason that may be, you're with Dewey now. Do you see this going a long way? And, you know,
without a doubt. Without a doubt. I said it to Max Kellerman. I said it to all the HBO staff. I told everyone before the fight, I said, you know what, we're here to stay. You know, we make a great team, and we're going to knock out Sadam Ali. You know, and I promised to stand next to those comments that I've said, you know, and I did. Everything that I've said are coming true. And, man, we're friends. Before he was my trainer, we were always good friends. You know, I always admired him, and I always respected him. And, you know, this is only the beginning, as I said before.
On that fight, you went off as a significant underdog. I don't know if you know what the odds
are.
Yeah, I know.
Like
-2 or +250, I think. Or
I know.
he was -250. Why was that, in your opinion? And
I've been the underdog several times, you know, but I've always came out with the victory. Of course, there was one time in the past, 2015, where I literally had the guy knocked out and stopped the fight, 10 seconds remaining, and ended up going to decision, which he was up on the scorecards. But, you know, the times that I've been an underdog, I've always been able to prove them wrong one way or another. And in this fight was no different. You know, I was the underdog, but I proved them wrong. Why I was the underdog was because Sadam Ali was a talented fighter. I have to give him credit. You know,
he never really fought anybody, especially your caliber.
Exactly. He had never fought anyone of my caliber, but he had a bright future ahead of him. But once he faced Jessie Vargas, you know, I put a stop to it. I mean, the guy had really good lateral movements. He had good speed on him, and very good speed actually. He was one of the fastest fighters that I faced. He's very well experienced. The only thing is that night, no one was stopping Jessie Vargas. You know what I mean? HBO, I mean, HBO was happy with the fight, but you had so many people that were big on the fight, on him, on Sadam Ali, not so much on Jessie Vargas, on Sadam Ali's the real deal. You know, this kid's going to take care of business. This kid World Ali is the future. This, you know, and the list goes on and on about what they would say, you know, about Ali. But I said, I didn't let that faze me, and I knew what I was going to do, and I stuck to it, you know, and I took him down.
I'm sure you were confident the entire fight, but the first couple rounds were close. When was it? Was there a point in the fight where you saw maybe his will?
My boy Terrence, check him out.
Where maybe his will was starting to, you know, where he didn't believe in himself. Was there a point in the fight where you saw that, where maybe his attitude changed or his body language changed?
From the first jab that I hit him, you know,
So early in the fight, you thought even though
In the first round, I knew that he felt my punches, and I know that he was surprised, and I know that he was very alert the entire time, trying not to get hit with nothing big because he was surprised that I hit that hard, you know. And I just so was Bradley, and so was a lot of my opponents. But this time I stayed aggressive, I stayed on the game plan, I stayed focused, and I was determined to pick him apart round by round. That's exactly what I did.
You seem to be a guy that takes particular joy and satisfaction out of proving people wrong. We talked on camera about the announcers not being with you. You've been underdog in this fight. Part of you happy when you go back and see that you show these people? Or as long as you win, it's okay?
As long as I win, I was just happy that I came up with the victory. Of course, you look back and you say, well, people doubted me, and it puts a big smile on your face, right? But ultimately, just happy that I performed for my fans. I'm happy that the entire stadium in D.C. and everyone that tuned into HBO were happy with our performance.
Just a moment on this right here. I talked to Dewey the other day when I interviewed him. I asked who you'd prefer and who he'd prefer to win this fight or you to fight next. He said he wants Pacquiao. He said he's sure that you want Bradley because of the fact. Because I said, is it Pacquiao more of a legacy fight, a bigger money fight? Would that be something you'd like to get if he wins, or would you rather avenge the loss? And he said undoubtedly you'd rather get Bradley. Is that true, or do you have something you'd rather fight? And who do you think's going to win?
I prefer Bradley. Without a doubt, I prefer Bradley. I want to knock him out in less than 6 rounds next time.
We talked a couple of years ago, the whole Pacquiao thing and Marquez or whatever, one of those, because both those guys are getting later in their career. So, are you kind of giving up? Well, not giving up, but are you satisfied if you don't get to fight Pacquiao?
Am I satisfied if I don't get to fight? I'm satisfied with how my career is going. I got the right team behind me, my manager, my promoter, and we have a bright future. And I'm here to stay. This is only the beginning. Jessie Vargas, this is my year, and this is not only my year, but this is really where everything begins. That's the way I see it. Everything begins as of March 5th, and thankfully we took care of business, and we're going to continue to perform well for our fans.
All right, last thing, we'll let you go. Now I got things to do. How do you see this fight going? This one?
50-50 fight. I'd say that Tim has the edge, just because Manny is towards the end of his career. I don't believe he's the same fighter that he once was. And it seems that he's more hungry. He wants to prove to everyone that he did win the first fight, even though there was a lot of controversy there. But he wants to prove that he is a better fighter. But if there's any chance that he had, it's now. So you better take advantage of it.
I lied. I do have one more quick question. Bradley vacated the WBO belt. You have it now. Now they introduced this new super belt. What are your thoughts on them bringing a new title into the picture? They fought for the WBO titles for several years. I think it's a symbol of respect for them. Do you think it's a little disrespect to you?
No, it's a symbol of respect. I have the world title. They have a title that has both of their faces on the title, which is, I don't know what to say there. It's just, I'd say it's a respect. It's kind of, they're a part of the WBO family, and they're giving them that support.
All right, well, congrats, champ. Any idea when we'll see you back again?
We'll be back in July. My promoter and manager, they are looking forward to putting me in the ring in July, and that's what we're all looking forward to.
All right, champs. Congratulations.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.